Welcome, everybody, and thank you for joining us for episode 2 of our psychic tea party of the year.
Yes.
My name is Taya, and this is
Maddy.
and we'll be talking to you for about an hour about all kinds of wonderful, exciting things. But first off, let's start with Happy Valentine's Day.
Oh, right. I forgot about that.
How did you forget?
I don't know. Oh, right. Okay, so I've been really spacey today, but like we promised last episode, we have our Baileys, and we're going to have a sexy Valentine's Day
Yes.
night.
So, cheers
Yes.
and welcome. Get your drink.
Yeah.
So, thank you for joining
Oh,
us
that's
today.
straight Baileys.
Yes,
It's
good.
for two people who don't drink.
Yeah, I know. This is gonna be
You
a
got-
fun one.
It will be, because we don't have very much in our cups, but neither of us drink, so by the end of this, who knows what's gonna happen.
Yeah, you just never know.
Yeah.
So last
Carly
time,
says hi.
oh, hello. Last time we were on, we had a bunch of glitches, and so
Yes.
we realized after our live that we missed a bunch of questions because we were streaming on different pages and.
Yeah, so if you do have a question, you need to go to the event page and watch that video and comment in that comment section. Because every time it gets shared, apparently, it creates a new like section for comments. So we don't actually see those comments because it's not on the actual like page that we're streaming from.
Right.
If that makes any sense. So
yeah, if you have a question, you want to talk to us, go on the Hippy and Witchy page and click on the direct link and
yeah.
put your comments in there.
Right, and then so tonight we're doing free readings again. Taya, what do you do?
So I primarily am a numerologist. I've been studying numbers for the last 20 odd years and making sense of the world based on numerology. So if you're wondering why you're here or if you're with the right person or what's happening, I can give you a quick numerology reading. I also read tarot. So yeah, if you're interested in hearing a message from the cards or about your numbers, I can help you.
Yeah, and since it's Valentine's Day, she can see if your numbers work together or how they work together, or do a tarot reading on your
Is
love
that
life.
the right person for you, or is love coming?
Yeah.
Whatever you're looking for.
I do past life readings and cord cutting and messages from spirit guides and stuff like that. So tonight for Valentine's Day, you can ask me if you've had a past life with your past or your recent relationship, or stuff like that.
Wonderful.
Yeah. Jeffrey says, hey, have you seen that new YouTube show called Mug du Jour? Also, glitches for witches.
Yeah. Thanks, Jeff. So that leads us into our shameless promotion section. So yes, we are available on multiple platforms. We're trying to get paid to be us and get out on the road. So yeah, if you would be so kind as to like and subscribe and to share and follow us, that would be great. I have Baba's Art Haus that we run, which is an art gallery, and we offer sound healings and all kinds of different readings. So you can reach out to us through our website, also on Instagram and Facebook. And then yeah, I'm also available under my Taya page on Instagram and Facebook. So if you want to find me, you can do that there. And you are quite busy.
I'm always busy.
Yeah.
So you can find me on my Hippy and Witchy page. I've got markets coming up, and I actually have an event coming up on March 7th at Solana Wellness and Retreats in Airdrie. We're doing a past life regression session. An hour and a half. You can go visit your past life and explore it and see it for yourself. It's $33. You can get tickets on my website or at the door. I'm also doing lots of music and Learning how to sing like a warrior.
All the fun things.
Right?
Yes.
Jeffrey says, is she the right person?
For you?
I would assume so.
Yeah. Well,
That's gonna be
I
a
think you
tarot
know
card.
the answer there, Jeffrey. Yeah. But I'll humor you anyways, and I'll ask.
And then Sandra says, Happy Valentine's Day, ladies, from Sandra and Kelly.
Happy Valentine's Day,
guys.
Thanks
All
for
the
joining
happiness.
us. Yeah.
All the love.
Oh, yeah. You know what? You just got to stay focused on what you want. Yeah. That's like, Jeff, this is something we've talked about before. You either want something or you don't want something. So if this is the person that you want, just stay focused. That's like the cards are just saying your head is in the clouds. So, yeah, what do you want? Stay with that and know that you're worthy and deserving of it. And yeah, I feel like this is a great match, but time will tell.
So I know that we just had a reading together not too long ago, Jeff, but I just pulled the card telling you to work on the exact same thing that I told you to work on. So, yeah, you need to work on that solar plexus, your confidence. And then, yeah, see where that gets you.
Yep.
Yeah. And then you shall evolve.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Colleen says, Happy Valentine's Day to everyone.
Yes. All the love. I love that everybody's here and sharing love.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. And so far, everybody can hear us good. There's no echoes. We did the thing right.
The camera's working.
The camera is working. Jeff says, but country music.
Yeah, you can't have it all. Compromises, Jeff. Compromises. You might actually learn that you like country. Maybe you're going to start a new genre. Who knows?
Could you imagine?
No, well, anything's possible.
I mean,
why are you so resistant? Why are you so anti? God, a person could be perfect and then you're going to find one thing wrong with them? Yeah. Everybody's got stuff.
You're not going to find somebody that you love every single thing about.
No, that's what makes us unique. That's what makes relationships fun.
Yeah, I'm dating somebody who's in a country band. We all know how much I hate country music, and hey, guess what, Jeff? I'm doing it. Because you're allowed to like different things, and yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to like everything that your person likes, that your partner likes, but it gives you stuff to talk about. It gives you things that are different, things to relate on. So, hey, I say do something different. What do you have to lose? Plus, the country music industry is secretly very evil. So, there's that. So who knows, Jeff?
Carly says, Hi ladies, wondering if anything is coming up for me. Been trying for baby number 2 for almost 2 years. Interested in hearing anything on love, baby, past lives, career, anything.
Carly, when is your birthday? If you just put your month and your day in there, and then I can tell you kind of what I see numerology wise. New beginning. Yeah, you got to be gentle with yourself. So looks like something new is on the horizon for you. So I'm not sure if that means that, yeah, you've got a new journey or a new possibility, but yeah, it could be a new life. January 27th. Okay, yeah. So let's see. Oh yeah, so totally. This is your number 1 year. So perfect that we get the number 1 card. So this is definitely your fresh start, fresh beginning, starting over, building with a good foundation. So if you're trying for baby number 2, you need to make room for baby number 2. You got to release all the old stuff. You got to clean out all the old things, get rid of the stuff from the past, and welcome in the new beginning. Start the new stuff. What are you getting?
Okay, so the card that I pulled for that is the root chakra. So that's basically it's about grounding yourself, and it's about creating security and stability.
Yeah.
So making sure everything is in alignment, and then things will start flowing a little bit better for you.
Yeah, totally, to prepare yourself for
Yeah.
what's about to happen. Yeah, it wasn't the right time. That's all it was. It's like nothing you're doing right or wrong. It's just it wasn't the right time. The elements weren't correct, and it's like, okay, now we're getting into a new phase of things. Now we can actually make room for these things to happen.
Yeah.
That's what I see. But yeah, you're here to like pave your own path, to do your own way. So yeah, keep going. It's gonna be a fun year for you.
So new beginnings,
New
fresh
beginning,
start, yeah.
fresh start, without a doubt. Yeah, and then just have compassion.
New baby.
Yeah, that's kind of what I get too. So yeah, just be patient and like focus on what you want, and everything will work out.
Yeah, start manifesting and start thinking about how your life is going to be with 2 babies.
Yeah, well, even picture
Yeah.
yourself feeling pregnant, being pregnant, you know, like that feeling, like the glow that you have, the joy that you're going to have to meet this wonderful new being. Like all of those feelings. Picture that and pull that energy towards you. I can feel it now. You must be able to feel it. So, yeah.
All right, she says, thank you, can't wait.
Wonderful.
All right, so for everybody who has joined us, we are doing free online psychic readings. Every time this post gets shared, it starts a new comment section. So in order for us to see your questions or anything, you need to go to the event page and watch that video. Comment on that live stream. It gets confusing. Sorry, guys. Yeah, we noticed last time we missed a bunch of questions because it was on other pages.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, we're sorry we missed stuff, but...
Oh, Jeff says, thank you, ladies. Nothing but love for you both. Pew pew happiness.
Hi, guys.
Oh, right, your kids said hi as well.
Yeah. Hi, Lucy. Hi, Gushti. Happy Valentine's Day. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Cheers.
The Baileys. All right. While we wait for other questions, I guess shall we give everybody a dose of reality?
Yes, definitely. Let's do that. So, we're going to be starting out with different segments, different portions of our program that you can tune into that are going to be specific for each time we're here. But today, Dose of Reality is going to include things that we found out this last couple of weeks, such as the COVID report being released from the Alberta government.
Yes, we're going to piss people off tonight.
Maybe, a little bit. We're going to talk about things, but either way, it's opening a dialogue. It's things that we need to talk about, things that need to be shared that haven't been talked about. So
David says hello from Canada. He's new here.
Hello, David.
Hello, David. Happy Valentine's.
Yes. Welcome. We're about to share a dose of reality, so... But yeah, a lot has happened with Donald Trump becoming the next president. The first couple of weeks of his presidency, he's disclosed a lot of information. He's written a lot of executive orders, and that has affected us here in Canada, whether we like it or not.
Yeah.
Elon Musk reporting how much money is being spent inappropriately, taxpayer dollars. It's connected to up here as well, and it's showing the trail of money and how there's so much corruption in government level, but especially around the COVID pandemic. How many people made money off of this thing? How many people manipulated other people?
Yeah. Well, I even saw, I think it was in the video Victor had sent, it was talking about how people who actually took the shot and got sick now might actually be entitled to money being paid to them because the shot is actually proved to be so dangerous for you now.
Yes. There are many countries throughout the world now that have labeled the pandemic as fake, and that the vaccine should not be taken because it is a
And Alberta
bioweapon.
just announced that.
And the Alberta government is the first government of
Yeah.
Canada to announce that the people who didn't wear masks were correct, the people who didn't social distance were correct, the people who didn't take the shots were correct. And so, yes, this is a huge report to come out, and we need to talk.
Yeah.
The whole world was lied to. How many families split up? How many people divided themselves? How many people
how many people
lost
had
jobs?
to take the shot
Coerced.
and didn't want to,
Right.
because they were forced to in order to go back to work,
Yes.
or in order to see loved ones in the hospitals.
And it was truly heartbreaking.
Yeah.
What we went through up here, the rest of the world we saw. Everybody was united, yes, but in fear and for the wrong reasons. And it's just like now this is all coming out. So yeah, there's a lot. And it can be overwhelming, and that's why we're here, to provide a little bit of clarity when it comes to these touchy times. But everything that's coming out is necessary because the truth needs to be known. And we've been living in a world where we've been under deception for way too long. So hence this dose of reality for you. Also, the amount of money that our taxpayer dollars are going to be spent on and have been spent on, it's just alarming, especially when most of us can barely pay our bills. Most of us are living paycheck to paycheck, wondering how we're going to pay for, our next meal and whatever else. And it's like, this is not Canada. It shouldn't have been like this. We were a great country at one time. How do we rebuild it? Well, maybe we got to start with disclosure. Maybe we got to start with finding out the truth of what's really going on.
We have a question. I'm sorry if I butcher your name, but Glurbert.
Okay.
He says, no offense, but do tarot cards actually work? Like, should I believe anything a card says?
No.
I didn't do anything. Well, so...
Don't believe anything. It's on their own channel.
The tarot cards are just there to guide you. They're not set in stone information because you have free will. So if you continue on the path that you're on and you follow what the tarot cards tell you to do, that's what will happen. But if we tell you something and the tarot cards say do this and you go do something else, the outcome is going to be different, if that makes sense.
Yeah, every time you glimpse into the future, you change it. It's inevitable. It's either you want something or you don't want something. You've seen something, okay, now do I usher that in or do I totally resist it? And so we tell you something. How many times do we tell people something and they don't want to hear it? They just say, no, it doesn't resonate with me, it's not for me. But actually it is for you, you just are triggered. And it's okay. So, if I pull a card, it's like, okay, what do you need to focus on? You just need to stand your ground. So this card, when I get this, it seems like you're always in a bit of a fight stage, And what this card is pointing out is that oftentimes you don't need to fight. You just need to stand your ground and be the best you. So if you can take anything from the cards, maybe it's that. Just, try something a little bit different the next little bit, because we are definitely going through a great awakening. We're going to find out a lot of things that maybe we don't want to find out. We're going to be aware of the way the world is actually run. And so, yeah, you're going to feel like you need to fight. You need to fight for your truth, for your survival, for your comfort, but you don't. You just have to stand there and be the best you.
Yeah. Hopefully that answers your question. And then, for all the people... So do I have to ask your deck a question for myself, or does it have an outcome for me without asking a question? I guess that's more of my question.
Yeah. Well, basically when you logged in, question was already formed. You're already here. So I just picked a card that I felt was relevant for you. And there we go. So if you want a more in-depth reading, we can definitely do that. And that's where we can schedule one-on-one time. But it's different for everybody. Some people prefer the cards, some people don't.
Yeah, you can ask a straight up, like a simple question if you want.
Mm-hmm. You even do pendulum work. So, if you want a different tool, we've got different tools. You can pull out my crystal ball, really, if you want something a little bit flashier. They're just tools. They just help us provide a visual.
He likes that card.
Lovely. So, hopefully that works out for you.
Oh, and it is Gerbert. Yeah. And Christine says, Happy Love Day, Christine.
Yay.
It's awesome that so many people keep tuning in. Just so you know, again, go to the main page on the event and watch that video if you want to comment, because every time it gets shared, we start a new comment section. We don't see all of those comments, so we don't want to miss your comments.
We want to talk to you.
Yeah.
Not just to ourselves.
Right.
We can do that on our own time. But,
Yeah.
yeah.
So if you guys do have any questions, we are doing numerology, tarot, past life, messages from spirit guides.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, do you have any ghosties around?
Oh, I can definitely. Yeah, so we're gonna do all kinds of things.
Yeah.
If there is no questions. Okay, so we're gonna start doing a thing called claim your ghost. So every time we do this, we have so many spirits that are waiting to talk to people who are tuned in, but they don't ask, so we don't bring them up. And then they all just like leave disappointed, and I feel bad for them. So
even this morning when I was setting up the room here, I could feel energy already gathering, and I'm like, go away, come back later, because like I'm not the person to help you. It's this one over here, and she won't be back till later. So yeah, but
yeah. So last time we did, I think it was
Claim
an
your
older
ghost.
man.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was very specific about a green like dial telephone. He was claimed from somebody who watched it later, so I was like, okay, this is cool.
Mm-hmm.
We'll start doing that. So if they're not claimed while we're bringing them through, that's fine.
Claim
they'll
them
get
later.
claimed. Yeah, they'll get claimed later.
Yeah, reach out.
So yeah, basically, what I'm going to do is just allow one of the spirits to come through, and if this one belongs to you, then we'll have a conversation. Okay, so a lot of older people. This one though, this one is an older lady. It's gonna sum up like everybody's grandma.
We need something specific, Grandma.
I know. Okay, so she's got like the tight curly hair. She's a little bit on the chubbier side. I want to say she has some kind of foreign accent of some sort. She smells like rosemary. This was somebody who worried a lot about people.
That's like everybody's grandma.
I know. See what else she's got. I don't know. Whatever she cooked, she put rosemary in. That's an important thing. So the landscape that we're looking at is very, very warm. It almost looks like, I've never been there, but like maybe Greece or something. Like it's very, very hot.
Mediterranean,
maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, that's everybody's baba.
Really?
Oh yeah, everybody's baba looks like that. Yeah.
Well, I mean, like, did they come from Mediterranean? She has an accent of some sort for sure. I want to say like Balkan or something like that. Her skin is a little bit darker, but it's not super dark. So for whoever this message is for, this lady, she is a grandmother figure, so whoever will be watching will be, it feels like this is for a granddaughter. There feels like there's some kind of lost connection or some kind of regret, so maybe not being there when she crossed over, not knowing what happened. Yeah, it feels like she did go peacefully in her sleep, but unfortunately it feels like it was a while before somebody noticed, and that's kind of where this guilt comes from. So if that is your grandma, you can put a message in the comments or just message us later, and I'll connect the two of you. It starts to get dark after that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah. Wonderful. I don't know how you do what you do, but it's so cool. So if you're looking to connect with loved ones, or if you're looking for a past life regression, you definitely want to talk to Maddy. She can tell you if that person you're with, you've had a past life with, or if you're attracted to somebody, why you're attracted to them. It's not necessarily just this lifetime. It could be, past life.
Carmel says, hi, sorry I'm late.
Hello. Happy Valentine's Day.
Sorry, there was a lot of comments to go through. Teo, Lucy is asking, how much longer are you going to be doing the show for?
Till 9 o'clock, guys. We'll be here till 9.
And Goosh wants to know, will you stay and hang out after the show? I shall, for a little bit.
Wonderful.
Alright, so for those who just joined, we are doing free psychic readings and stuff for Valentine's Day. Yeah, so if you have any questions, stick them in the comments. Just make sure that you go to the one that's on the event page, not a shared video, because we will not see the comments. So if you've been asking a question and we're not seeing it, it's because you're on the wrong page.
We discovered this after our live last week, so apologies if we missed anybody last week. We'll try to get everybody this one.
Happy Valentine's Day, Kamal. All right.
So,
tell us about the crystal of the week.
So this week we wanted to talk to you about crystals. Maddy and I, we have a lot of crystals in our life. That's maybe an understatement.
My pockets are filled.
Yeah, pockets, bras, ears, wrists, you name it. We've got crystals everywhere. But today I wanted to talk to you about this lovely beauty. Here, why don't you hold that? What do you feel from this one? You hold this.
I think I have a piece of this in my pocket.
Mm-hmm.
I can feel it connecting from here into my pocket.
Wow.
I don't know if
Wild.
it's, I don't know if it's the same.
So this is epidote, and this is a stone of truth. So when you wear it, nobody can lie to you, but you also can't lie to them. Oh, you do. Wonderful. That's the piece.
I think you gave this to me.
Yeah, see, fabulous. Okay. Yeah, I love this stone. This is one of my favorites. But also, it's a battery. So it gives you endless amounts of energy.
Oh.
So, you know how we were feeling a little lethargic and slow earlier. I was like, oh, we need some juice. So, yeah, this crystal is great for that. So if you're looking for a crystal of truth and energy, this is the one that I would recommend for you. But wild that you could feel it connecting to the other one in your pocket. I love that. Yeah. That's so much fun.
It's also weird that you gave it to me.
Why?
Just the crystal. Yeah, I don't know. I guess nothing's weird
Synchronicities,
anymore.
I guess. Yeah, and that's the other thing that we've noticed with our dose of reality. There's been a lot of glitches, a lot of synchronicities, a lot of differences with lighting. I don't know if you've noticed the same, but
yeah. Things have been really, really bright at night, especially. Mm-hmm. And actually, I drove to work the other morning, and the sun was just coming up. And it was weird because the sun looked like a giant fireball with a straight beam of light going up into the sky. It was super weird.
So the last few days, the Schumann resonance, which is the heartbeat of the Earth, essentially, has been spiking. And when it spikes like that, it means an incredible amount of light is coming into the planet. So I'm not surprised you saw what you did see. Yeah. It's rumored that the sun may be building up to explode. I don't know anything. Like we're for all intents and purposes in the apocalypse. So anything can happen. You know, NASA released a document the other day saying that there's a giant comet or meteor heading towards Earth. Yeah. You know, on top of everything else that's going on. It's like, thanks. And then you follow CERN, this other group, that they're creating these portals and now entities are coming in and out of it and they don't know if they're good or bad. It's like, this is like documents being released to the public. Like, is this okay? You know, like, I don't know. I'm not busy. Yeah, I'm not okay with these like things happening and who's going to deal with it? Who's going to clean it up? Like, I don't know. Bizarre times we're in, that's for sure.
All right. Gilbert says, do I have any spirits following me? Can you ask a straight up yes or no to the cards, or does that have to be deeper than that? So the cards don't usually answer to yes or no, but I mean, I can tell you if there's a spirit following you.
Yeah. And chances are, if you suspect that, you already know. And you've been thinking about it, so when you think about something, guess what happens?
Okay, so not all spirits that follow you are going to be dark entities. Sometimes you just walk into the wrong place and a lost soul will see you and then they will attach to you because they don't know what else to do. So I don't see any dark or evil entities attached to you, but I do see lost souls. So sometimes they can make you feel depressed or anxious for no reason, or maybe you don't want to go outside, you don't want to do anything. They take away your motivation, your energy, stuff like that. Yeah, I don't see anything evil, just lost. Did you pull cards on that?
Just on our buddy Gilbert here, just what's going on in his life. Yeah, you know, whatever you're going through, just remember not to like go into like victim mode, and remember what's happening. Everybody's going through right now. We're all going through this huge transformation. We're all going through this upheaval. We're all going through this awakening. We're all realizing we've been deceived. We're all realizing things need to change in our lives. And so, yeah, just be aware not to go into that victim mode, but you will learn.
It's gonna be a tougher year for you.
Yeah. You're going to learn how to be the emperor of your world. Okay, that's what this is all for. And in the end, you will be provided for. You will have everything that you want, but you have to go through this year. This year is going to be, again, necessary and difficult in certain ways, but like super rewarding in other ways. So just be patient and have compassion with yourself, but just really all you have to do is stand your ground. Just be. And that's the key message. Don't focus too much on doing, just be, because we're human beings at the end of the day. So,
and like you don't have a choice whether they attach to you or not. So I see that you're asking like if you allow them. So like it still happens to me every once in a while too. I'll walk into a place, I won't put up my protection, and then something will attach to me. Or I'll go into a house that's a little bit in over my head and something will attach to me. It's not something that we're like, hey, you can attach to me. It's just something that just, it happens usually to people if they have a really low vibration or if they aren't spiritually protected or just in like a really low place. Because it's easier for that entity to attach to them.
because they can see you more easily. It's harder for them to attach to something that's super bright.
And then, okay, Carly, how many past lives can one person have? And does it affect the person you are today? Okay, so what I have learned is that there is unlimited amount of past lives. I've done past life readings for people who have had around 300 past lives. I've done past lives for people who have had 1,200 past lives.
Yeah, I thought I only had like 8 past lives, and then this little lady over here did the reading for me, and I was blown away at how many past lives I've had.
Well, because if you think about it, like humans have been around for like 35,000 years, and then before humans, you can be an alien. I've come across past lives where there's alien entities, I've had 2 that have been mermaids.
Yeah, that was super cool.
Yeah, which is really, really cool because I didn't know until I did those past life readings because there's no way that I could have known those things about mermaids if they weren't actually mermaids. And then yes, so who you are today is 100% affected by who you were in a past life. So if you have a fear of something today, for example, like spiders, and you have no idea why, it's probably because something happened to you involving spiders in a past life. Or if
it could be astral spiders too.
Or it could be astral spiders.
Yeah.
But like drowning, for example, if you have a fear of drowning,
that's
chances are you've probably drowned before.
Mm-hmm.
Or a fear of the ocean, or a fear of dogs, just like stuff like that. Or maybe you feel like you were supposed to be born in a different country, just like stuff like that. If you are interested in past life stuff, I am doing a past life regression on March 7th at Solana Wellness and Retreats in Airdrie. So you can actually go and revisit one of your past lives.
Wonderful.
Yeah, hopefully that answers your question.
Yeah, I know I've had a few past life readings from Maddy, and each time it provides more clarity and insight for me, relating a bunch of different people from this life to past lives, how I know certain people, certain patterns that I've identified that I need to let go of, other ones that I need to continue, other relationships that I need to foster and grow because they expand who we all are. It's just been truly amazing. Like even one of my past lives was an alien one, and that was super cool to see because the details, even like some of my personality came through in that reading. Why my hair is so big. Yeah.
You're missing the top of your head.
Yeah, part of my head is missing. And it's just like, oh, okay, that makes sense. I'm usually a really tall dude, but in this one I'm just like a little guy with big hair. So yeah. It's really neat. I highly recommend it. I wasn't a believer until I experienced this, and now it's like I want one every year. It's addicting because I love to learn more about myself. I love to learn about my surroundings and how we can grow, how we can transform.
Yeah.
So it helps me.
I love past lives.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Christine says, I've been having some health issues the past few weeks. Do you get any insight on that?
See, and this is that dialogue we got to start talking about. First of all, are you vaccinated or not vaccinated? And I don't want to go there, but it's kind of something we need to talk about now because there is going to be a lot coming out about the side effects, about what's happening. And even if you didn't take the shot, we're all affected. You know, just by being around people who have, well, we're all starting to become the same. We're human beings. And so we talked about last episode, the fog in the air and how
that's
it's
been
unnatural.
Affecting a lot of people's health. I don't know. I feel like for Christine, like the detox thing is coming up again.
And this is what we've been seeing for a lot of people who've been reaching out is detox is necessary. Whether it's like you're doing a full body cleanse or you're just doing a bowel detox or a T1 or anything you're called to, by all means, even an ionized foot bath. There's so many different people who offer different detox methods, but we're going to start to see a lot more of that. So if you can clean your body out, even just doing a fast, that helps quite a bit. Starting out your day drinking lemon water. There's certain things that you can do that can reset your system. But there's been a lot of studies that prove that a 72-hour fast is really good for restarting your system.
Yeah.
So if you want to just...
It also kills any disease or illness in your body because your body kills those cells that are sick first.
Right.
And then those ones rebuild.
Every 7 years, your body regenerates itself. So we've been theorizing, why do we regrow disease? Why do we regrow cancer or any sort of thing that we don't want? How come we can't regrow teeth? I think all of these things are possible. You just have to believe it. If after 7 years you have this boat and you've replaced every single part, is it that same boat? Or is it a brand new one now all of a sudden? So it's the same thing like us. So, you know, whatever you're going through, every day you need to focus on having great health. Every day focus on being the strongest, best you. Positive affirmations go a really long way. There's been a lot of studies that have come out that people who are having a faith or that engage in prayer on a regular basis, that their lives are a little bit smoother. So, you know, take what you will from that, but interesting. Food for thought.
Did you want to post some cards for that?
Yes, I do.
All right.
Yeah, see again. Yeah, so, you're just not sure. Yeah, I think what I would say is, the detox. I think that's what I'm seeing as well. Because, like, you're just, everybody's going through that transformation. So we're all just kind of stuck, our head in the clouds. We don't know what's happening. We don't know what's up, what's down, what's right, what's left, what's important, what isn't important. Your health is the most important, without a doubt, because without that, you're not here. There has been some lies. You've been told certain things. There are elements that you'll become aware of, things that you'll start to see. And you're just going to have to start to look at the world from a different point of view. And that means sometimes drastically flipping your health around. When I first woke up to how unhealthy we were, it was before we decided to have children. All the chemicals that we were ingesting, the cleaning products, the food, the water, everything. I couldn't believe how many things were harming us, and I was just trying to keep my house clean. And it's like, this is kind of what this card alludes to, is that we've been living one way, and it's now time to turn around and live another way. So any unhealthy habits you had in your life, it's time to clean them up. Any things that no longer serve you, it's time to get rid of them. And then, do yourself a cleanse. See what happens then.
Okay, Carmel says, I don't remember my dreams. I'm pretty okay with that. People keep messaging. Are my relatives visiting me while I'm sleeping and I just don't remember? Okay, so for a really good thing you can do to remember your dreams, if you want to remember your dreams, is set that intention and then put a piece of red jasper and amethyst in your pillowcase, and that'll help you start remembering your dreams. And when it comes to like relatives visiting you, they could visit you in your dreams, but I feel like if you don't remember it, try. But it feels like you're surrounded by them at all times anyway. So all you have to do is feel and accept, if that makes sense. Yeah, not everybody is able to see or feel, but I feel like if you're asking that question, you kind of already know.
Yeah. You kind of already
you
know
have that
answer.
you have that sense, right?
It's just a little scary until you're like certain of what it is, and even then it's hard to be certain. Like, you told me we could taste the other side, and then I started to work on that, and sure enough, I could taste black licorice, and I hate black licorice. And it was like, okay, like there's all kinds of different senses that we can activate, and so it's a little scary at first.
Well, and if you're empathic,
yeah,
like that's a good place to start, because you can just put your hand out and be like, hey, grandpa,
high five,
touch my hand, or like high five or something. Yeah, and then you'll be able to feel like it's not going to be a strong high five. It's going to be like cold air or warm air or little tickles or something like that. It's going to be different for everybody. Every spirit is different, and every person perceives things differently. So depending on how you feel is how you're going to feel that. But it's not going to be a smack on your hand like that.
It'd be cool though.
Right?
Yeah.
Could you imagine? Your spirits walking around
really
smacking you in the
Boom.
face? Yeah. Don't do that. Smack.
You're not listening again.
Right? Just everybody walking down the street getting smacked.
It's probably what's happening. We just can't see it.
Yeah.
You're having that bad day. Well.
Yeah. You
That's
do something dumb that you know you're not supposed to, and they try like smack your face into the wall or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Secretly abusing us.
Well, it's so funny because I truly do think they get a kick out of watching us go through what we go through, because like there's so many moments that are just comedic, and even like when we did our journeying with like the entities on the other side, they were just like laughing, like everybody's just joking all the time. So I don't know, maybe we're too hard on ourselves, maybe we're too serious, but
no, I think my guides have a pretty good time. There's 100% when I've asked about something and they've told me no, and I'm like, yeah, well, I'm gonna do it anyway. And then, like, the dumbest shit will happen to me. The dumbest shit. Like,
don't tempt it.
Yeah, like I'll trip over something, or like fall, or like knock myself out. I don't know. Just like dumb stuff. And I'm like, okay. Wasn't supposed to do that, and did it anyway.
Yeah. What did you learn? Don't do it.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna tell them no next time. No, there was one time I did not listen to them, and no idea how this happened. I was driving down the highway, and they flipped my back end up, like my hood.
Wow.
Yeah, it just like popped open, and I was like, what the fuck? Pulled over, closed it, got back in, still going to do this, and then like the light started flashing in my vehicle, and my music stopped playing, like all this weird stuff was happening, and I was like, man, if I don't stop and turn around,
It's gonna get
they're gonna
worse.
slash my tire or something.
Well, and that's
Yeah.
very important, and then it's good that you brought that up because signs are super important right now. Sometimes it's hard to know which direction to go or what choice to make, and that's where if you're paying attention to your signs, you'll have a little bit of an easier path, a little bit of an easier way to navigate these tumultuous times. But signs can come in all ways, shapes, and forms, like a phone call, or finding a dime, or a feather, or seeing certain numbers.
Yeah. 333 and 222 are big ones for me.
That's what you've been getting lately.
Yeah. And 1212.
Yeah, for me lately it's been 1 2 3 4 or 2 3 4. It's been like synchronistic, like subsequent numbers.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just interesting. And when I see that, for me, it's like, okay, this is the steps you got to take. These are the necessary next step, and that's what I guess I'm working on for my transformation.
Okay. Sorry, I know I keep cutting you off.
That's okay.
Glerbert says, I can go up to a coffee shop in my dreams and take a sip of the coffee and actually be able to taste it somehow. You are astral traveling, buddy.
Yep.
Yeah. That is a very exciting thing. I do that all the time. I'm sure you do too.
I don't remember it though.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't really remember my dreams, although lately some have been popping through and they've been weird. So
Yeah.
it's an extra element to my day that I just don't appreciate. As much as dreams are awesome, it's just like, okay, what does that mean? Do I have to interpret that into my day? Am I missing something? Like,
So like astral traveling isn't really dreaming. You can do
No.
that while you're awake too.
really?
Yeah. Well, so you just lay there, and then you've got to. Basically, you have to trick your body into thinking it's asleep, and then you can take your soul out and then go explore. And that's what's happening. Like, if you're able to taste that stuff and you're able to do that stuff, like,
That's pretty good.
yeah,
For somebody who doesn't know what they're doing, that's pretty awesome. That you're
like, a
just
lot of people
able
can
to do that.
without knowing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
see? And if you
Yeah.
want more tools and an easier time doing this is what you help people out with too. Is growing
Yeah.
their psychic abilities.
Yeah, like my son, sometimes he says he gets bored at school. And there's been times where he's been standing there and then he gets out of his body and he'll just watch himself being bored. Because he's bored.
Hilarious.
But yeah, I have a lot of dreams where I astral travel and like I can feel the pain, I can feel everything. Yeah. And yeah, you have control of what you're doing. Especially if you're like in that state where you know that you're astral traveling, you can go from this place to that place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a really cool ability to have. I
Yeah.
definitely work on it. Like my son, he's made friends with the dragon community, so he actually goes and has like dragon races and stuff.
So neat.
Right?
Yeah. Like, yeah, most
Yeah.
people can't even fathom this stuff, and it's like there's people who are doing this on a nightly basis. So it's up to you, how far you want to take your spiritual journey, but anything is possible right now. Especially working with elementals and different beings that aren't necessarily human.
Okay, sorry. I'm trying to keep up with all these comments. Goosh says, sometimes I dream when I'm awake. What does that mean?
Oh, that's you're just
That's
either
daydreaming.
That's daydreaming. Yeah, there's daydreaming. There's all kinds of fun
Right.
things.
Daydreaming could also be a form of manifesting too. Like if you're dreaming about what you want in the future, like what you want in your life, that's a form of manifesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like going on vacation.
Yeah, start daydreaming about vacations.
That's what we've been talking about lately.
Yeah.
Daydreaming about wonderful, fun places. Focusing on what you want.
Okay, Glerbert says, I didn't know that's what I was doing. I just thought it was something weird that happens to me. And yes, it is the same as astral projection, so that is what you're doing. Colleen wants to know if the real celebrity JL contacted her. The first contact by JL did not seem real. However, by the fifth contact, it was his manager named Leah who said he would reach out to me and phone me. Was that contact a real contact? That's a tarot question.
Yeah, right away I was like, I don't know.
Right away,
yeah,
but
that's a no for me. And I was like, I don't need to ask the cards. I just feel this is not good.
But yeah, this might be some kind of trick.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I feel. I don't feel this is good.
It makes me feel annoyed. So I don't know, Colleen, if you're feeling annoyed that you can't contact this person, but
yeah, my stomach just feels no.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure what the situation behind that is, but that doesn't feel good. Are you asking the cards?
I just want to see where Colleen is at in her life. You know.
Alright, well, while you shuffle, for those who just joined, we don't have much time left, but if you do have a question before we end, you need to go to the event page and watch that video, as we cannot see the comments on the shared videos.
Yeah, I don't. It's just okay. So, everything's going to work out great. Eventually, you're going to get what you want, and you're going to be partying. You're going to enjoy yourself. You're going to learn teamwork and all of this wonderful stuff. But yeah, this is not good. Whatever's going on right now, yeah, this is not good. This person, I don't know what their intention is. I don't know who they are. It doesn't feel good. And then I also get the Three of Swords, which this isn't the bad version of the card. This is just, you're gaining knowledge. You're learning how not to get duped, how not to go through this again, how not to repeat this lesson again. So I think this isn't like straightforward. This isn't the path necessarily. It's just going to get you to your next step, is what it feels like. So yeah, just trust that eventually you're going to get what you want. Stay focused that for the overall outcome, but it's just a little bit of kerfuffle to get there.
Colleen says, I'm not annoyed. I'm past it, thanks. Maddy, I have a question for you. Could you share with me about your favorite crystal at the moment? Like, which one seems to speak the most to you right now? Ah, man.
Well, your little baby.
I don't know if I have it with me.
It's not with you, hey?
I don't think so.
It's too big.
Okay, so I have a ridiculous amount of crystals, as Taya said. Oh, I have one of them. Okay, so show you this. This is blue kyanite. So I don't know what it is about the blue kyanite lately, but lately blue kyanite has been really, really magical for me. And I started carrying around everywhere with me, but my go-to ones lately, other than this guy, have been clear quartz, citrine, and rutilated quartz. And the reason for that is because together those three can manifest literally anything you want really, really fast. And with those crystals, I've been able to manifest things within hours. It's been ridiculous. So yeah, if you're in the manifesting phase, go with those ones. If you want to start developing your psychic abilities or enhancing your psychic abilities a little bit more, try getting some blue kyanite.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever worked with blue kyanite before?
I have a giant piece beside my bed.
Okay,
I sleep
there
with
you
it
go.
at night. Yeah, that's why I'm like, no, mine's like, next time maybe I'll bring it on. But yeah, I love blue kyanite. Some people
so
I know put it in
magical.
water, and it makes their water magical. Yeah.
Some crystals are toxic though.
Well, you know,
It
teach
depends.
their own. Yeah.
Yeah.
Snake venom is toxic too, but some people have built an immunity to it, so you know. Takes all kinds. Yeah.
All right. Well, we have 4 more minutes left.
So let's talk about the world. What's
Yeah.
going to happen in the next couple of weeks? What do you need to be prepared for? What do we see on the horizon? When did you get Maddy for the next little bit? What's the world like? How are we feeling?
So I got, my first card was Awakened Awareness. So a lot of truth is going to be coming out, which we talked about earlier.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people waking up to their gifts and their abilities, and kind of waking up to the fact that they don't want to be living these lives as basically slaves. You don't want to go to work every day. You don't want to be living your life for somebody else. You want to start living for you and actually be you. And then the other card I got was Transformation. So again, a lot of people shifting, they're coming out of that cocoon. Like, a lot of people have been feeling really, really shit lately, and like they're not going anywhere. They're stagnant. They're not moving. Now, over the next little while, you're going to start coming out of that and building and growing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I've been getting the same thing too. Everything in moderation is basically my message for everybody this week. With all the information coming out, with all the truth, with all the knowledge, with all the things happening, balance. Like, you want to make sure that you're not overloading yourself, that you're doing a little bit of this, a little bit of that you're not getting too much into one thing versus another. The other thing too is to not go into an apathy mode, to ignore everything. I know it's going to be a little overwhelming. I know it's going to be a little intense, especially with all this stuff coming out, but we don't want to turn it off. We don't want to shut it down, because if you do that, then we're just going to end up repeating old patterns, going back to the past, going and doing things that we don't want to do anymore. And we're very much going into a time of abundance, but we need to cut things from our lives. We need to walk away from certain situations. We need to say goodbye to people who are no longer serving us, and things that are no longer helping us on the leg of our journey. And we have to welcome in new energy, other people who are going to be around to help us, to get us to the next step. Good people in our lives, good friends, good family. And yeah, sometimes you're gonna have to say, you know what, I gotta take off the blindfold, and I gotta see the world for what it really is. And some of the things in my life were not good, so now I gotta walk away from those things, and that's okay, because what's waiting for me is a truly wonderful state, is a truly wonderful world, a new beginning. So yeah, just stay the course, everything in moderation. Try not to, turn it all off, and focus on what you want.
all right, yeah. And then our last question was, what is a good crystal for astral travel? And that one I'm gonna say is Astroflight. That one is
That's the one for it.
That's the one. Yeah. Yeah, sweet. Well, thanks everybody for hanging out with us on Valentine's Day. Our next one is the 28th.
Mm-hmm. End of the month.
Yeah.
So if you can, join us for that. And if you have any topics or ideas or things you want to talk about, message us. Reach out.
Yeah. Or if you want to book a one-on-one with either of us, we are available for those. And yeah, we occasionally do markets and events and stuff.
Find us there.
Yeah. I'll be at Awaken tomorrow doing discount readings. That's in Calgary. So if you are around Calgary, you can come find me there. Yeah. Or we can book a one-on-one. Sweet. All right. Well, have a magical Valentine's Day, and
Until next time.
that magical night.
Cheers.
Hey.